A last-minute plan for what many in the UK consider to be the worst-case scenario. The British government has announced how it would tax goods imported into the country if Britain leaves the EU without a deal on March 29th. Overall, the UK government says in terms of value, the percent of imports not subject to tariffs would go from 80 to 87%, in an effort to protect consumers from possible price rises. It's good news for some imports from non-EU countries, which could see their tariffs slashed to zero, but bad news for imports from Europe. Instead of no fees at all, some 18% of EU imports would now be subject to tariffs when they arrive in the UK. Food items would be some of the most affected, with tariffs and quotas being imposed on beef, pork, poultry, and some dairy products. The plan also includes special protections for the British auto industry. Car parts being imported from the EU would be tariff-free, but finished cars will be hit by a levy of almost 11%. The changes mean many food items and cars would get more expensive for British consumers in the case of a no deal. Business groups say the plan is a sledgehammer to the UK economy. Meanwhile, the UK said that to avoid a hard border, it would not impose checks on goods coming from Ireland into Northern Ireland. Critics say that without border checks, Northern Ireland risks becoming a paradise for smugglers, while the Irish government has said that any plan for the border would have to be agreed with Dublin and the European Union.
Rescue efforts